In a large house on the outskirts of the city, the twins lived a life that many could only dream of. Their father was a successful millionaire, and the mansion was full of luxuries and opportunities for fun. There were sprawling gardens, rooms filled with toys, and a playroom that could make any child's eyes light up. Yet, despite all the riches and endless things to do, the twins had a reputation that made hiring anyone to take care of them almost impossible. Every nanny who entered the house soon found themselves at the end of a very long and exhausting day. The twins were clever, quick, and full of energy. They loved testing limits and seeing how far they could push someone. And time and again, nannies who thought they could handle it ended up leaving within weeks. Sometimes sooner. The father had tried everything. He wanted someone who could care for his children while also helping them learn discipline and good manners. He did not want the twins to feel controlled, but he also wanted them to grow up well-behaved. It seemed like a simple request, but the twins had made it impossible. They were stubborn in the sweetest ways, refusing to eat certain foods, hiding their toys, and often creating small adventures that left the staff running in circles. The house was full of laughter, chaos, and sometimes frustration. Even the quietest nannies found themselves overwhelmed. Yet, no matter how difficult the twins were, their father never gave up hope. He believed that there must be someone out there who could understand them. The story of the twins and their nannies had become well known among the circle of staff and friends. The gardener would often tell visiting friends with a grin about how the twins had turned a calm nanny into a frantic whirlwind within days. The chef would sigh when asked about mealtimes, explaining how the twins would refuse food they once loved, demanding something else, and laughing when the nanny tried to persuade them. Every adult in the house had their own story of how the twins had tested patience in ways unimaginable. The father, although busy with his work and business meetings, would sometimes watch from the study window, shaking his head with a mix of exasperation and amusement. He knew his children were smart and strong-willed, but he also knew that they needed guidance, someone patient enough to help them navigate their emotions and adventures. One afternoon, the latest nanny, who had lasted just over a month, finally walked out of the house with her belongings packed. She had tried everything from strict rules to creative games, yet nothing seemed to work. The twins had refused to listen, hiding behind furniture and giggling as if they were playing a secret game only they knew. The nanny had finally admitted that she could not handle the constant challenges. She left with a polite smile, promising to write a letter to the father explaining that the twins were wonderful children, but needed someone extraordinary to guide them. The father sighed deeply as the door closed, knowing the search would continue. He had hoped this nanny would succeed, but it seemed the twins were too clever, too energetic, and too independent for anyone ordinary. The twins, meanwhile, were completely unaware of the struggles they had caused. They were too busy building forts out of couch cushions, creating imaginary kingdoms and planning new games. Their laughter echoed through the halls as they ran from one room to another, unaware that their father had just sighed again, wondering who could finally win their trust. They were children full of life, curiosity, and a sense of adventure. Their clever tricks were not meant to be hurtful. They simply wanted to explore the world in their own way. They challenged everyone because they were testing limits, learning about boundaries, discovering who would truly understand them. The father decided that this time he would be more involved in the search. He could not leave it entirely to his assistants and recruiters. He needed someone who could see beyond the tricks, someone who could find the heart of these children. He spent days interviewing potential candidates, asking questions about patience, creativity, and problem-solving. He wanted someone who could handle chaos without losing their calm, someone who could turn challenges into opportunities for learning and growth. Yet, despite careful selection and many interviews, twins had proven to be stronger than anyone could anticipate. As weeks passed, the house settled into a temporary calm. The twins were free to play, explore, and enjoy their world without the supervision of a new nanny. But the father knew this calm would not last. He watched the twins closely, noting their intelligence, imagination, and occasional stubbornness. He understood that finding the right person was not just about discipline or rules. It was about connection. The twins needed someone who could communicate with them, who could understand their moods and thoughts, and who could guide them without stifling their spirit. This realization gave him hope, but also made him more determined. He knew that if the right person came along, the household could transform, and the twins could grow in ways that were both joyful and meaningful. The father began to think of qualities he wanted in the perfect nanny. She had to be patient, kind, and clever enough to match the twins' energy. She had to be imaginative, able to turn ordinary moments into adventures, and understanding, able to see the world through the eyes of children. Most importantly, she had to be someone the twins would trust and love. He knew this was no easy task, but he also knew that giving up was not an option. The right nanny could change the course of the twins' childhood, turning challenges into lessons and chaos into harmony. The story of the twins was only beginning. Their mischievous nature and boundless energy would continue to test anyone who tried to guide them. But there was a quiet hope in the father's heart that the right person would come, someone who could win their hearts and teach them lessons that went beyond simple rules. Until that day arrived, the twins would continue to play, laugh, and explore, unaware of the efforts being made to find someone who could truly understand them. The mansion, full of laughter and occasional chaos, awaited the arrival of the person who could finally become more than a nanny, a trusted friend, a guide, and someone who could see the world the way the twins did, full of wonder and endless possibilities. After months of searching and disappointment, a new nanny arrived at the mansion. She was different from the others, calm yet confident, carrying a quiet energy that seemed to fill the rooms without making a sound. She introduced herself with a warm smile, and though the twins eyed her suspiciously from the corner of the playroom, she did not seem intimidated. Her name was Anna, and she had experience with children of all ages and temperaments. But she had never met twins quite like these. The father, watching from the study, felt a mix of hope and apprehension. Could she be the one to finally handle the twins? On her first day, Anna observed rather than acted. She watched as the twins ran through the rooms, laughing and hiding behind furniture, plotting their little schemes. She noticed their different personalities. One was quick-witted and adventurous, always leading the other into mischief, while the other was more cautious but equally clever, finding ways to follow along without being caught. Anna understood that the challenge was not just managing the children, but connecting with them in a way that felt genuine. She had learned that children respond not to force, but to someone who respects their thoughts and feelings. The twins immediately decided to test her. They hid toys in secret places and tiptoed around her, whispering and giggling, trying to see how she would react. Previous nannies would have raised their voices or tried to enforce rules strictly. Anna simply smiled and asked gentle questions about the games they were playing. She never scolded them, but she also set clear boundaries in a calm and consistent way. She asked them to explain their games and joined in when appropriate, showing interest without taking control. The twins paused, slightly confused by her response. No one had ever treated them this way before. Over the next few days, Anna learned the twins' routines and preferences. She noticed that they thrived on challenges and enjoyed problem-solving. So she created small activities that encouraged their cleverness rather than opposing it. Instead of stopping them from climbing the indoor play structure, she suggested a safe challenge to see who could reach the top first without bumping into obstacles. The twins accepted her idea, intrigued by the invitation to play on her terms. Slowly, they began to respect her presence, realizing she was not just another adult trying to control them. Anna also spent time understanding their emotions. She recognized that the twins sometimes acted out not out of meanness, but because they were seeking attention or trying to express themselves. One afternoon, after a minor argument over a toy, she sat with them and asked them to share their feelings. She listened without interrupting and then helped them find words for their emotions. The twins were surprised by her patience and empathy. They had never experienced someone who could stay calm and help them understand their feelings, instead of reacting with anger or frustration. Slowly, they began to open up, sharing small secrets and stories about their adventures. The father began to notice a subtle change in the household. Where there was once constant chaos and tension, there was now laughter that felt more peaceful. The twins were still energetic, but their antics were less chaotic and more playful. The staff, who had grown accustomed to the constant upheaval, watched with curiosity and hope. Anna's presence seemed to bring a new rhythm to the house. She did not try to force obedience, but guided the twins with understanding and creativity, turning potential conflicts into lessons in problem-solving and communication. Anna also found ways to make everyday tasks enjoyable. Mealtimes, once a battlefield of refusals and negotiations, became an opportunity for fun and discovery. She introduced small choices, letting the twins decide which vegetables to try first or how to arrange their plates, giving them a sense of control while ensuring healthy meals. Bath time and bedtime routines were handled with stories, songs, and games that made the twins eager to participate. Even chores like tidying up toys were turned into playful challenges. The twins, who had once resisted every attempt at guidance, began to cooperate willingly, enjoying the sense of achievement and recognition that came with completing tasks. The relationship between Anna and the twins continued to grow over the following weeks. They began to seek her out when they needed comfort or advice, something they had never done with previous nannies. When one twin felt sad about a small setback, Anna comforted them with understanding and encouragement, helping them see that mistakes were part of learning. The twins started to trust her, realizing that she was not only there to guide them, but also to support and understand them. They laughed more freely, shared their thoughts openly, and began to include her in their imaginative games and adventures. Anna also found ways to engage the twins' curiosity and intellect. She introduced simple science experiments, creative art projects, and storytelling activities that encouraged them to think critically and creatively. The twins were fascinated by her ideas and eagerly participated, often suggesting their own twists and variations. Anna encouraged their creativity, helping them channel their energy into productive and joyful activities. This approach not only strengthened their bond, but also helped the twins develop skills and confidence they had not fully explored before. The father observed from a distance, feeling a sense of relief and admiration. He had spent years searching for someone who could connect with the twins on a deeper level, and Anna seemed to be achieving what no one else could. He saw the twins laughing, learning, and expressing themselves in ways that were both joyful and meaningful. He realized that the right nanny was not just someone who could enforce rules, but someone who could understand the children's hearts and guide them with patience, creativity, and love. The staff in the house also noticed the transformation. They marveled at how Anna handled the twins' energy and cleverness with calm confidence. The gardener, the chef, and other household helpers began to share stories of small moments where the twins had surprised them with newfound cooperation or creativity. Anna's approach had not only improved the lives of the twins, but also created a more harmonious atmosphere in the entire household. Everyone felt a renewed sense of hope and possibility as weeks turned into months. The twins' initial tests and pranks became less about defiance and more about playful interaction. They began to include Anna in their games as a partner rather than an obstacle, and she continued to encourage them with warmth and understanding. The bond between Anna and the twins grew stronger each day, built on trust, respect, and shared experiences. The father felt a deep sense of gratitude, knowing that the search for the perfect nanny finally led to someone who could bring out the best in his children. Anna's impact on the twins was evident in small, meaningful ways. They began to show empathy toward each other, solving minor conflicts with guidance rather than frustration. They expressed themselves more clearly, using words to describe feelings instead of relying solely on actions. They developed a love for learning and creativity, eagerly engaging in activities that challenged their minds and imaginations. The mansion, once filled with chaotic energy and tension, now resonated with laughter, curiosity, and harmony. The father, once weary from countless failed attempts to find the right nanny, finally felt a sense of peace. He saw the twins thriving, happy and engaged, and he knew that Anna's presence had made a profound difference. The journey was far from over, but the foundation of trust and connection had been established. The twins had found someone who could understand them, guide them, and share in their adventures. And Anna had found a place where her patience, creativity, and heart could flourish. The story of the twins was beginning a new chapter, one filled with learning, laughter, and love. Anna's arrival had marked the start of a transformation, not only in the lives of the twins, but in the entire household. The challenges that once seemed impossible were now opportunities for growth, understanding, and connection. The twins, once notorious for testing every nanny, were beginning to show that, with the right guidance, even the most spirited children could find joy, trust, and harmony in their world. The mansion, once a place of chaotic energy, was becoming a home of laughter, learning, and endless possibilities. All because of the arrival of a nanny who saw the twins not as challenges, but as brilliant, spirited children in need of understanding and care. As the days passed, the bond between Anna and the twins grew stronger. They began to seek her out in moments of curiosity or boredom, asking her to join their games, tell stories, or help solve little problems they had created for themselves. Anna approached every interaction with patience, giving them space to express themselves and encouraging them to explore their ideas safely. She realized that earning the twins' trust was not about controlling them, but about becoming part of their world in a way that felt natural and fun. The twins' adventures became more imaginative and elaborate. They built entire cities out of couch cushions, cardboard boxes, and blankets, creating a world where they were kings and queens with Anna as their trusted advisor. She played along with them, asking questions and offering gentle guidance when needed. Her calm presence allowed the twins to feel secure, even in the midst of chaos. They started to notice that Anna did not react with anger when they made mistakes or took risks, and this gave them the confidence to try new things without fear. One morning, the twins discovered a small pond in the garden that they had never explored before. They ran to Anna, excited and eager to share their discovery. Instead of simply telling them to be careful, she joined them, asking what they thought the pond might hold and encouraging them to observe the plants and animals around it. Together, they noticed frogs, dragonflies, and small fish. Anna asked questions that made the twins think and imagine, turning a simple pond into a world of discovery. The twins felt proud and excited, realizing that learning could be fun and that Anna's guidance made every experience richer. Anna also focused on helping the twins understand their emotions and develop empathy. She noticed that they sometimes argued or became frustrated when things did not go their way. Instead of punishing them, she encouraged them to talk about their feelings and listen to each other. One afternoon, when a disagreement over a toy escalated into tears, Anna guided them through the situation calmly. She helped them take turns speaking, express why they felt upset, and think of solutions that worked for both of them. By the end of the conversation, the twins hugged each other, feeling understood and valued. They began to realize that sharing their feelings could lead to connection rather than conflict. The father watched these changes with a growing sense of relief and admiration. He had seen the twins test every nanny who came into their lives, but with Anna, things were different. He noticed that they were not only behaving better, but also showing signs of maturity and empathy. Their laughter was more joyful and less chaotic, and the house felt warmer and more harmonious. He realized that Anna's approach was not about enforcing rules, but about nurturing the twins' growth. In a way that respected their individuality, Anna continued to introduce activities that encouraged creativity and learning. She set up simple science experiments, arts and crafts projects, and imaginative storytelling sessions. The twins eagerly participated, suggesting their own ideas and solutions. Anna celebrated their creativity and curiosity, giving them confidence and a sense of accomplishment. She knew that by engaging their minds and hearts, she could help them develop skills and habits that would serve them well beyond the mansion's walls. The twins' trust in Anna grew deeper over time. They began to share little secrets and stories from their day, things they had never told anyone else. They asked her advice on small problems, from deciding what to wear to figuring out how to complete a tricky puzzle. Anna listened with attention and care, giving guidance without judgment. The twins felt seen and heard, and this created a bond that was stronger than any rules or instructions could have achieved. Anna also helped the twins understand the importance of kindness and cooperation. She organized small games and activities that required them to work together, teaching them how to listen, share, and support each other. At first, the twins were hesitant, but with Anna's gentle encouragement, they began to see the value of teamwork. They laughed together, celebrated each other's successes, and learned how to resolve disagreements in a positive way. These lessons were subtle but powerful, shaping their character in ways that strict discipline alone never could. One day, the twins faced a small but significant challenge. They had been trying to build a tall tower out of blocks, and it kept falling. Frustration grew, and they were on the verge of giving up. Anna stepped in, not to take over, but to guide them through the problem. She asked them what they noticed about the tower, encouraged them to think about balance and structure, and suggested ways to adjust their approach. The twins experimented, tried different strategies, and finally succeeded. The joy and pride on their faces were unforgettable. They hugged Anna, grateful for her patience and support. In that moment, they realized that Anna was not just a nanny, but someone who could help them achieve things they thought were impossible. As weeks turned into months, Anna became an integral part of the twins' lives. She celebrated their achievements, comforted them during disappointments, and guided them through new experiences. The father observed the changes in awe, recognizing that the chaos and mischief that had once defined the household were now balanced with laughter, learning, and love. He felt a deep sense of gratitude for Anna, who had not only earned the twins' trust, but also transformed the home into a place of growth and joy. The staff around the house noticed the changes as well. They shared stories of how the twins now cooperated during chores, expressed their feelings clearly, and engaged in imaginative play that was both creative and disciplined. Anna's approach had created a ripple effect, bringing harmony and positivity to everyone in the household. The gardener, the chef, and the other staff members felt inspired by her patience, wisdom, and ability to connect with the twins. Anna's presence also allowed the father to spend more quality time with the twins. He joined in on their games, knowing that Anna's guidance ensured a safe and meaningful environment. The twins began to open up to him in ways they had not before, sharing their thoughts, ideas, and feelings freely. The mansion, once a place of constant challenges, became a home where laughter, learning, and love were at the center of daily life. The twins continued to test boundaries occasionally, but these moments were met with understanding rather than frustration. Anna used these opportunities to teach important lessons, helping the twins develop patience, problem-solving skills, and emotional intelligence. They learned that mistakes were part of learning, and that challenges could be overcome with creativity and persistence. The twins' confidence grew. They began to explore their world with curiosity and courage. The father felt a sense of peace he had not known in years. He had been searching for someone who could truly understand the twins, and Anna had exceeded his expectations. The twins were happier, more confident, and more empathetic, and the household thrived under Anna's guidance. He realized that finding the right person was not about following rules or enforcing discipline, but about nurturing the children's hearts, minds, and spirits. As the story of the twins unfolded, it became clear that Anna's arrival had marked a turning point. The twins, once known for their mischief and challenges, were beginning to flourish in ways that were joyful, meaningful, and lasting. Anna had earned their trust and affection, and in doing so, she had transformed the household into a place of harmony, growth, and love. The father, the staff, and the twins themselves all recognized the profound impact she had made, and they looked forward to the adventures, lessons, and laughter that lay ahead. With Anna by their side, the twins were discovering not only the joy of play, but also the value of trust, empathy, and connection. Building a foundation that would shape their lives for years to come, the bond between Anna and the twins grew even stronger over time. They began to trust her completely, seeking her out not only for play and guidance, but also for comfort when they felt unsure or frightened. Anna understood that the twins were still learning about the world, their emotions, and how to interact with others. She took each moment as an opportunity to teach, support, and encourage them, all while maintaining a sense of fun and adventure that kept them engaged. One afternoon, the the twins discovered a treehouse in the garden that they had never explored. It was old and a little wobbly, but they were determined to make it their new secret hideout. They ran to Anna, excitedly explaining their plan. Instead of scolding them for the potential danger, she asked them questions about how they could make it safe and sturdy. Together, they brainstormed ideas, found ways to reinforce the structure, made a plan to keep each other safe while playing. The twins felt proud of their accomplishments and appreciated Anna's guidance. Realizing that safety and fun could go hand in hand, Anna also encouraged the twins to help each other more often. She noticed that they sometimes competed or argued over small things, but with her gentle encouragement, they started cooperating more. She created games and activities that required teamwork, helping the twins understand the importance of listening, sharing, and supporting one another. At first, they were hesitant, but over time, they began to see the benefits of working together. They laughed together, solved problems together, celebrated each other's successes, strengthening their bond as siblings. The father observed these changes with deep satisfaction. He had worried for so long about finding someone who could handle the twins, and now he saw them thriving under Anna's care. The twins were not only happier, but also more confident and compassionate. Their laughter, once chaotic and overwhelming, now filled the house with joy and warmth. He realized that Anna's approach was more than just effective, it was transformative. She had found a way to reach the twins' hearts and minds, helping them grow into kind, intelligent, resilient children. Anna also focused on developing the twins' curiosity and love for learning. She introduced activities that encouraged exploration, problem-solving, and creativity. One day, she set up a small treasure hunt in the garden, giving the twins clues to solve and challenges to complete along the way. The twins eagerly participated, using their cleverness and teamwork to follow the clues and discover the hidden treasures. Anna celebrated their achievements, reinforcing their confidence and sense of accomplishment. The twins began to see learning as an adventure rather than a task, and they eagerly looked forward to each new activity. The emotional growth of the twins became increasingly evident. They began to express their feelings more clearly, share their thoughts openly, show empathy toward each other and others around them. When one twin felt sad or frustrated, the other would offer comfort, often guided by the lessons Anna had taught them. Anna's patience and guidance helped them navigate conflicts and challenges with understanding and care. They learned that their actions affected others, and that kindness and cooperation could lead to stronger relationships and happier experiences. 1. Significant moment occurred. When the twins faced a minor accident in the garden, one of them tripped and scraped a knee while running, and tears welled up in their eyes. Anna immediately came to their side, comforting them with gentle words and tending to the scrape. She encouraged the other twin to help as well, teaching them both the importance of empathy and support. The twins learned to care for each other in small but meaningful ways, deepening their bond and reinforcing the lessons of compassion and teamwork. Anna's influence extended beyond the twins themselves. The household staff noticed the positive changes and felt inspired by her approach. The gardener remarked on how the twins now cooperated during chores and helped each other without being prompted. The chef noticed that mealtimes had become more peaceful. With the twins showing appreciation for the food and the effort that went into preparing it, the atmosphere in the mansion shifted from one of tension and chaos to one of harmony, laughter, and cooperation. Anna's presence had transformed the household into a nurturing environment where everyone could thrive. The father began to participate more actively in the twins' daily activities, joining them and Anna in games, learning experiences, and adventures. He noticed how much the twins valued Anna's guidance and how her presence allowed him to connect with them more deeply. The twins shared their thoughts, ideas, and experiences freely with both Anna and their father, creating a sense of family and trust that had been missing for so long. The mansion, once dominated by chaos and challenges, became a place of joy, learning, and emotional growth. Anna continued to use creative and engaging methods to teach important life lessons. She encouraged problem-solving, resilience, and perseverance through activities that challenged the twins' minds and spirits. When the twins encountered difficulties, she guided them gently, helping them find solutions and understand that mistakes were opportunities for growth. The twins began to approach challenges with confidence, curiosity, and determination. Knowing that Anna was there to support and guide them, the twins' relationship with each other also improved. They learned to communicate more effectively, express their feelings constructively, and support one another in both play and daily routines. Anna's guidance helped them navigate the complexities of sibling relationships, teaching them that cooperation and empathy could lead to stronger bonds and happier experiences. The father noticed these changes with pride, recognizing that Anna had not only earned the twins' trust, but also fostered a sense of family and connection that would last a lifetime. One day, the twins created an elaborate game that involved the entire mansion. They invited Anna to participate, and together, they navigated a series of challenges, solving puzzles and overcoming obstacles. Anna guided them through the activities, with patience and encouragement, celebrating their successes and helping them learn from setbacks. The twins were thrilled by the experience, realizing that working together and relying on guidance could make even the most challenging adventures enjoyable and rewarding. As months passed, the twins continued to thrive under Anna's care. They became more confident, empathetic, and imaginative, embracing learning and exploration with enthusiasm. The mansion, once filled with tension and frustration, now resonated with laughter, curiosity, and harmony. The father felt a deep sense of gratitude, knowing that Anna had transformed the lives of his children and brought peace and joy to the household. The relationship between Anna and the twins was now one of mutual trust, respect, and affection. They saw her not only as a caregiver, but as a friend, mentor, and guide. She had earned their hearts through patience, understanding, and creativity, helping them grow into happy, confident, and compassionate children. The father realized that the right guidance could unlock the potential of even the most spirited and challenging children. And Anna had proven to be that guidance. The story of the twins had reached a new stage, one filled with trust, laughter, and emotional growth. Anna's presence had transformed the household, creating a nurturing environment where the twins could thrive and explore their world with confidence and curiosity. The father, the twins, and the household staff all recognized the profound impact she had made, and they looked forward to the adventures, lessons, and moments of joy that lay ahead. With Anna by their side, the twins had found someone who truly understood them, guiding them with love, patience, and wisdom, and helping them grow into the best versions of themselves. The months with Anna had completely transformed the lives of the twins and the household. The mischievous energy that had once created chaos was now channeled into creativity, learning, and joyful play. The twins had grown more confident, compassionate, and curious, developing skills that went far beyond simple obedience or rules. They had learned to cooperate, express their emotions, solve problems, explore the world with courage and imagination. Anna's presence had brought balance and harmony to the mansion. Her influence was clear in every corner of their lives. The father, who had once been weary from years of failed attempts to find a suitable nanny, now felt a deep sense of gratitude and relief. He observed the twins laughing together, sharing ideas, and including Anna in their adventures. He realized that the key to success was not just finding someone who could manage behavior, but someone who could connect with their hearts. Anna had done just that, becoming not only a caretaker, but a trusted friend and guide. Her patience, creativity, and understanding had earned the twins' love and respect in a way no one else had. The twins had grown to see Anna as part of their family. They sought her guidance when faced with small challenges and celebrated successes together. One morning, they planned an elaborate scavenger hunt around the mansion, inviting Anna to participate as a fellow explorer. They laughed, solved clues, and navigated small obstacles with excitement and teamwork. Anna guided them gently, celebrating their cleverness and helping them learn lessons along the way. The twins' joy and engagement were evident, and the father watched with pride and amazement. Realizing how far they had come, Anna's approach had taught the twins valuable lessons about patience, empathy, and resilience. When things did not go as planned, they learned to take a step back, think creatively, and try again. They had experienced small failures and disappointments, but Anna's support helped them understand that setbacks were opportunities to grow. The twins began to approach challenges with curiosity and determination. Knowing they had someone who believed in them and would guide them through the process, the emotional bond between Anna and the twins was now unbreakable. They shared secrets, told stories, and confided in her about their thoughts and feelings. When one twin felt nervous or unsure, the other would offer comfort, often inspired by Anna's guidance. Anna continued to provide a safe and supportive environment, encouraging the twins to express themselves, explore their creativity, and learn from every experience. The mansion, once a place of tension and frustration, had become a home filled with laughter, learning, and love. The father noticed how Anna had also transformed his own relationship with the twins. With her guidance, he found new ways to connect. With them, joining in their games, exploring their ideas, and listening to their thoughts, the twins began to share their experiences and adventures with him openly, creating a sense of closeness and trust that had been difficult to achieve before. Anna had bridged the gap between the father and the twins, helping the family grow stronger and more connected. Anna also continued to nurture the twins' curiosity and imagination. She introduced activities that encouraged exploration, creativity, and problem-solving. The twins eagerly engaged in arts and crafts, storytelling, small science experiments, and imaginative play. They developed confidence in their abilities, enjoyed learning new skills, began to see the world as full of possibilities. Anna celebrated their efforts, praised their creativity, and encouraged them to take pride in their achievements. This positive reinforcement helped the twins build self-esteem and a love for learning that would last a lifetime. The twins' relationship with each other strengthened as well. They learned to communicate effectively, listen to one another, and cooperate in both play and daily routines. Anna's guidance had taught them the value of teamwork and empathy, and they began to support each other naturally. Minor disagreements were resolved calmly, and they discovered the joy of shared experiences. The father observed these changes with satisfaction, realizing that Anna's influence had shaped not only their behavior, but also their character and values. As time passed, the twins became more independent while remaining connected to Anna. They learned to manage small responsibilities, take care of their belongings, and make thoughtful decisions. Anna provided guidance when needed, but allowed them the freedom to explore, create, and solve problems on their own. The twins developed a sense of responsibility and confidence, understanding that they could rely on their skills and judgment while still seeking support when necessary. This balance of independence and guidance helped them grow into capable and resilient individuals. The father often reflected on the journey that had brought Anna into their lives. He remembered the months of frustration, failed nannies, and chaos. And now he could see the profound difference that one caring and understanding person could make. Anna had not only earned the twins' hearts, but had also transformed the household into a place of harmony, joy, and growth. The lessons the twins had learned under her guidance were far more meaningful than simple obedience they had learned. Empathy, resilience, creativity, and the importance of connection. The twins' laughter, curiosity, and joy filled every corner of the mansion. They had developed a love for learning, a sense of compassion for others, and the confidence to explore their world boldly. Anna had shown them that guidance could be gentle, learning could be fun, and challenges could be opportunities for growth. The mansion, once known for chaos and difficulty, had become a home of love, learning, and shared experiences. Anna's influence extended beyond daily routines and activities. She had taught the twins important life lessons through small, meaningful moments. They learned that kindness and cooperation led to stronger relationships, that patience and persistence could overcome obstacles, and that expressing emotions honestly was both natural and valuable. The father recognized that these lessons would serve the twins well throughout their lives, shaping them into thoughtful, compassionate, and capable individuals. The household staff also felt the positive impact of Anna's presence. The twins were more cooperative, engaged, and joyful, which made daily routines smoother and more enjoyable for everyone. The gardener, chef, and other staff members admired Anna's patience, creativity, and ability to connect with the twins on a deep level. Her approach had created a ripple effect, improving not only the lives of the children but the entire household atmosphere. As the twins continued to thrive, the father felt a profound sense of gratitude. He knew that finding someone who could truly understand and guide the twins had been rare, and Anna had exceeded all expectations. The twins were happier, more confident, and more compassionate. And the household was filled with laughter, learning, and harmony. The father realized that Anna had not only earned the twins' trust, but had become an essential part of their family, shaping their childhood in ways that would leave a lasting impact. The twins' adventures continued, each day bringing new discoveries, challenges, and joyful moments. They explored the mansion, the gardens, and their imaginations with Anna by their side, learning lessons about trust, empathy, creativity, and resilience along the way. The father watched with pride as the twins grew into confident, compassionate, and capable children, guided by someone who truly understood them. Anna's influence had transformed their world, turning chaos into harmony, mischief into creativity, and curiosity into meaningful growth. In the final months of the story, the twins had fully embraced Anna as part of their lives. They trusted her, confided in her, and celebrated achievements and milestones together. The mansion was no longer a place of constant challenges, but a home filled with laughter, learning, and love. The father recognized the profound impact Anna had made on the twins and the household, knowing that her guidance had shaped not only their childhood but also their future. The story of the twins reached a heartwarming conclusion with the realization that the right guidance could unlock the potential of even the most spirited children. Anna had earned the hearts of the twins through patience, understanding, and creativity. She had transformed the household into a nurturing environment where the twins could grow, learn, and explore confidently. The father, the twins, and the household staff all celebrated the harmony, joy, and love that Anna had brought into their lives. With her by their side, the twins were ready to face the world with confidence, curiosity, and compassion, carrying the lessons they had learned into the future. The twins' world had changed in ways they could barely imagine a year ago. The mansion, once filled with chaos, frustration, and endless testing of adults' patience, was now a place of laughter, discovery, and growth. Anna had become more than just a nanny. She was a friend, a mentor, and a guiding presence who had earned the twins' trust and love. Every corner of the house reflected her influence, from the organized playrooms to the carefully planned activities that encouraged creativity, learning, and cooperation. Each morning, the twins would wake up excited for the day ahead. They ran to Anna, eager to share ideas for new games, experiments, or adventures in the garden. Anna listened attentively, asking questions that encouraged them to think critically and express themselves clearly. She understood that the key to guiding spirited children was not to impose rules but to help them navigate their world with curiosity and confidence. The twins had learned to respect boundaries, not because they were forced to, but because they understood the reasons behind them and saw Anna as a partner in their growth. One day, the twins decided to create a small garden project. They wanted to plant flowers, watch them grow, and learn about the insects and animals that visited. Anna helped them plan the project carefully, showing them how to prepare the soil, plant seeds, and care for the plants. The twins eagerly worked side by side, asking questions and sharing observations. When they noticed caterpillars eating leaves or bees visiting flowers, Anna encouraged them to explore further, helping them understand the natural world around them. The twins felt proud of their efforts and were thrilled to see their plants growing day by day. Anna also continued to nurture the twins' emotional intelligence. She encouraged them to talk about their feelings, reflect on their experiences, and consider the perspectives of others. One afternoon, a minor disagreement over a new toy led to a small argument. Instead of scolding them, Anna guided them through the process of understanding each other's feelings and finding a solution that worked for both. The twins learned that communication and empathy were powerful tools for solving problems, and they began to practice these skills more naturally in their daily interactions. The father watched these changes with a growing sense of pride and relief. He had seen the twins test every nanny before, but Anna had managed to create an environment where they could thrive. The laughter that filled the house now had a sense of joy and purpose, rather than mischief and frustration. He realized that the right guidance could transform even the most challenging situations into opportunities for growth and happiness. Anna's patience, creativity, and understanding had unlocked the twins' potential, and he felt grateful for her presence in their lives. Anna continued to introduce educational activities that engaged the twins' minds while keeping them entertained. They conducted simple science experiments, built imaginative structures, and wrote stories together. Each activity was designed to teach problem-solving, critical thinking, and creativity. The twins eagerly embraced these opportunities, often suggesting their own ideas and exploring variations on the projects. Anna celebrated their efforts, reinforcing their confidence and encouraging them to take pride in their accomplishments. The twins' relationship with each other strengthened as well. They learned to cooperate, share responsibilities, and support one another. Anna organized collaborative projects that required teamwork, teaching the twins the value of working together and appreciating each other's strengths. They discovered that they could achieve more when they combined their efforts, and that cooperation could lead to greater satisfaction and success. The father noticed these changes and felt proud of how the twins had grown into thoughtful, caring, and capable individuals. In addition to learning and play, Anna emphasized the importance of community and helping others. She encouraged the twins to participate in small acts of kindness around the household, such as helping the gardener, assisting the chef, or tidying up shared spaces. The twins enjoyed these tasks, understanding that their actions could have a positive impact on others. They began to develop a sense of responsibility and empathy, realizing that their choices mattered and that helping others could bring joy and satisfaction. One memorable day, the twins organized a small charity project with Anna's guidance. They decided to create handmade cards and small gifts to share with children in the local community. Anna helped them plan the project, teaching them how to budget materials, design their creations, and deliver them with care. The twins were excited to share their work and experience the joy of giving. This project reinforced lessons of empathy, generosity, and community engagement, helping the twins understand that their actions could make a difference beyond their immediate surroundings. The father noticed how these experiences had strengthened the twins' character. They were now more patient, considerate, and resilient. They approached challenges with confidence, knowing that mistakes were opportunities to learn and that support was available when needed. Anna's guidance had instilled in them a sense of curiosity, responsibility, and compassion that went far beyond the usual lessons of discipline. She had helped them grow into children who were not only clever and spirited, but also thoughtful, caring, and capable. Anna's influence also extended to the household atmosphere. Staff members noticed a significant improvement in the twins' behavior and attitude. Daily routines were smoother, cooperation increased, and the overall energy in the house became more positive and harmonious. The gardener, chef, and other household staff admired Anna's approach, recognizing how her patience, empathy, creativity had transformed the twins' behavior and the household environment. The mansion, once filled with tension and stress, had become a place of joy, learning, and meaningful interaction. The father found himself enjoying the simple moments with the twins more than ever. He joined Anna in guiding the twins through games, experiments, and creative projects. The twins shared their thoughts, discoveries, and feelings freely, creating a bond of trust and affection with both Anna and their father. The family experienced moments of shared laughter, learning, discovery that strengthened their connections and created lasting memories. The mansion had become more than just a home. It was now a place where love, learning, personal growth flourished. The twins continued to explore their passions and interests with Anna's support. They experimented with art, music, and storytelling, often combining these skills to create imaginative projects. Anna encouraged them to think creatively, take risks, and celebrate their unique talents. The twins developed a sense of pride in their abilities and a curiosity that inspired them to keep learning and exploring. Each day brought new discoveries, challenges, and opportunities for growth. And Anna was there to guide, support, and celebrate their achievements. Through all these experiences, the twins had developed a deep sense of emotional awareness. They understood their own feelings and those of others, learned to manage frustration and disappointment, and developed empathy and compassion. Anna's guidance had taught them that emotions were valuable tools for understanding themselves and the world around them. The twins practiced patience, active listening, and thoughtful problem-solving. Applying these skills in their interactions with each other, Anna, their father, and the household staff. As the story reached this stage, it became clear that Anna had truly earned the twins' hearts. They trusted her completely, sought her guidance, and valued her companionship. She had transformed the household into a nurturing and supportive environment where learning, play, and emotional growth thrived. The father recognized the profound impact Anna had made on the twins' development, character, and happiness.